Hello everybody, welcome back to Financial Trading Basics Part 28, Realization. Haven't made a finance video or economics video in a while. Again, I just like to stick to topics that I think have good sound advice on or interesting new stuff. But we're going to talk about today taxing unrealized gains. I'm sure you've seen about that, Elon Musk, and why that makes no sense. Facebook changing its name to Meta, why that makes no fucking sense. I'll talk about opening and running a bar for my first year. Talk about consumer experience of the Chipotle app and trying to place an order. And then a little bit on managing and exiting crypto. So first up for the talking points. Taxing unrealized gains and why it makes no fucking sense. Dumb versus dumber. So right now the situation is a bunch of economically illiterate monkeys see people with a lot more money, and then they want them to pay, and I quote, pay their fair share. Totally agree. So let's talk about the economics of transacting. All right? If I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about driving on the road, if I'm thinking about going to buy something from the store, that is a goal that has been unrealized yet. So should I get taxed for that? Does it make any sense? I haven't done something yet. I have not done something yet, so should I get taxed for that? Why would that make any sense? And now, typically, for a big time company, what happens is, for specifically Elon Musk, but just any big public company, the stock company goes public, and then the owners start borrowing against the values of the shares. That makes no fucking sense, and taxing unrealized gains, that makes no fucking sense. So if you're a CEO of a company, and well, first, why does taxing unrealized gains make no sense? It's because the transaction has not occurred yet, right? Kind of the words that need to be valued. Accounting, again, we still not solidified that. I'm the guy doing that. But all right, if Elon Musk's stock goes from $80 to $120 in 18 months, he borrows against that appreciation. The stock depreciates then depreciates back to the 80%. Well, his company's still worth the same amount, but now he has debt. So he just created debt out of nowhere. Because why? If you have a big fucking company, fucking take a salary, right? Tax on transactions, right? Right. If I'm in an auction house and I place a bid, or if I'm in a financial negotiation and I give an offer and it's not accepted, the value has not been established, right? Something's worth whatever somebody will pay for it. So until there's been a realization of the transaction, it makes no fucking sense to tax at all. You're creating false debt, right? Then Elon Musk would have, again, taxes. He'd have debt from his company, and then he'd have to pay taxes on the debt of the value that was never existed in the society. Right? He didn't take $30 billion and go donate it somewhere or go spend it on a jet. It's just literally paper money because of valuations. Makes zero fucking sense. And again, borrowing against your appreciation makes zero fucking sense. Pay yourselves. I get it. Maybe you can write off taxes and pay no taxes at the corporate level or whatever, but personally, again, I live on $35,000 a year. I owe trillions of dollars of wealth. I'm very okay with any sort of moderate tax policy. I'm 100% against fiscal policy. That makes no fucking sense. 100% of the time. And this does not make any sense. Do not do this. Fat Janet, do not do this. Facebook changing its name to Meta. Again, dumber than the dumbest. So imagine you have, again, and it's important to really remember how viral Facebook got adopted. Very, very, very rare. The name Facebook to the name Metaverse, just going off the logic of the names. Facebook, book of faces. Okay, you can make that virtual. Why the fuck would that now make sense? Now we're going to Metaverse. We might have the multiverse, there's the otherverse, the metaverse, the quintupleverse. You take some word, you create a false word, you put some weird prefix on it, and now you're going to get better market share? And forget the philosophies, cuck-zuck. What the fuck does this do? Facebook's a way better brand name. There's no point at this point in the maturity of your company to do so. It accomplishes literally nothing from a branding standpoint. And I just thought, again, just random fucking weird shit. I think cuck-zuck is if he read one less book, he would have actually been like another Elizabeth Holmes. 2 weeks of work, bro. You couldn't give the Winklevosses a fucking website, bro. Here's a math subject. Here's a portfolio of music. Have that. Just have it. Right. A lot of people call Mark Zuckerberg probably a reptilian. The reptilians are probably real, and they would not associate with Mark Zuckerberg. So that's what I think about Facebook changing its name to Meta. So opening and running a bar for the first year. Again, I only have 33 subscribers. I'll do a little, like a tour of the restaurant if I get some more, promote the restaurant a little bit more. Cario, the owner, if you watch this. I just have no subscribers yet, but a lot of people do watch my YouTubes. But Adelo's on Oak, 1485 Oak Street, Columbus, Ohio. If you're interested in checking it out, again, like a family-owned restaurant. Been open and running for a year. I think my partner's operating very well. Again, just the financials, the projections, we're hoping to do about $500,000 year one with a liquor license. There were some headaches getting the liquor license. We just got approved. Congrats to Cario on that. So we'll have a full liquor license hopefully starting in the beginning of December. Be pretty much at full capacity for licensure. We projected about $500,000 with year one, with a liquor license and no advertising. We ended up doing about $300,000 in revenue, and that was without the pandemic. So hitting 60% of your price target without your liquor license and a pandemic, I think that's pretty fucking good. See no reason why we couldn't double that to like 650, 750, maybe $1 million in revenue a year. So I think that's going pretty well. No complaints there. Well, I like the place, like the restaurant, like the menu. It's a cool little vibe. Like I said, family-owned joint. We sell local art. So I think you're doing a real good job there, Cario, if you ever watch this. But again, just that was one of my first investment off of my crypto appreciations. Chipotle app and ordering. Just a quick story as a consumer experience. So probably 3-4 days ago, wanted to get some Chipotle. Obviously fiending for a nice burrito. And then get on the app, and what happened is before, I moved my apartment because again, don't really have constitutional rights. so I ordered it off the Chipotle app like 3 times ago to my old address, and so I'm trying to order again 3-4 days ago, and I have to update my address. So just as a consumer, like I go into the Chipotle app, and there's no readily available way to click settings, profile, address. Which it seems pretty functionally relevant to a food app, and by functionally relevant, I mean that's probably the only thing relevant minus the order. But there's no. I'm just looking at it right now. It says personal preferences, and it doesn't have like a update your address. Like right now, if I look at personal and preferences on the Chipotle app, it does not say here's my address. What the fuck? Why would that not be on the first personal preferences page? Payment methods, find a Chipotle, and so again, you can update your address, but after you place an order, and it's just confusing as fuck as a consumer. Pretty intelligent, pretty savvy with tech myself, and it's not clear how I update my address before I place an order again. And so I was just like, what the fuck do I do to order a fucking burrito from a company? I don't know how many billions you're worth. So terrible consumer experience Chipotle, and be able to update your address before you place an order. But like I said, you can update your address, but you have to click pay, and then you go to another screen. But I'm sitting there saying, okay, if I get paid again, it's going to go to the old address. So I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck does anybody fucking do with their stupid fucking companies? Right? Peter Thiel, there has been a math subject on your desk for 4 fucking years. I know you don't get how broad it is, but it's a fucking proof. So when you underinvest in crypto, bro, well, that's more it's not like it's scientific denial. But I told you when to buy your bitcoins. I don't make financial calls all the time. This is the one trade I know very well. But no, Peter Thiel, no, you underinvested in Bitcoin. Fuck you, Peter. So that was my thoughts on the Chipotle app. I was just like, what the fuck? Why can I not update my address beforehand? Why is the Reddit app never good at loading videos? Why is the Spotify app never good at shutting off when I open up YouTube and go from listening to music to listen to a YouTube video? So consumer experience from all of the multi-billion-dollar companies. What the fuck are you guys doing all day? Honest fucking question. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know. So that was my thoughts on. Oh, and then ordering. So I finally update the address. Well, first I called the store that's closest to me in New Albany, to just see hey, can I what do I do to update the address? Called the store in New Albany, literally, like, not in any sort of tone at all, just say, hey, I'm trying to place an order to my address and I would like to update it on the app. And then the worker lady goes, you're trying to order to this address? And again, people cannot just shut the fuck up and listen. They just jump to conclusions. Bam, 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 bam. Word for word, I was like, how do I order? I would like to update my address to order a burrito from your store. And then she just hung up the phone on me. So Chipotle, I know there's hiring problems out there, but your New Albany store has been terrible. The portion sizes have been terrible. And I don't leave negative reviews on restaurants lightly, and this was just like the most rude and inconsiderate fucking experience fucking ever. Again, because of your own technology is shit. So shout out to Chipotle for just being a shitty app and having wonderful employees. So now just a little bit on managing and exiting crypto. So again, I opened up a bar, global pandemics hit, didn't want to really talk about crypto or finance until I exited because I just don't want to get hacked, but I don't think I'm going to get fucking hacked. Now obviously I don't have any Bitcoins, wink wink. But managing and exiting crypto, there's been literally no momentum in the trade yet at all. Again, back to forget crypto or just any financial market. Investor maturity, 9%, very immature. People are reacting to the price movement. What happens? They see some price movement, Shiba Inu coin go up. You know, he could have invested $1,000 and had 2 million, or 100,000 had 100 billion. They see the appreciation and then they do the post calculation. They never sit there and say, you know, where's the not even where's the next trade, because a lot of people say, where's the next altcoin? Where's the next one that's going to do that? The trade has to be there. The problem being solved, the value of that problem being solved, the novelty of the technology, the novelty of the competition, the novelty of the IP, the novelty of the whatever. Financial market of a commodity, of a company versus currency, everything, the medium of exchange is currency once again. So the size of stabilizing the global financial currency markets versus, again, a GME of appreciating, an AMC appreciating, a Shiba Inu coin, again, without any real use case appreciating, that is really evidence of no consolidation of investor maturity, of investor identifying real trades. Or real, just, again, we say the word fundamental, but discrepancy in economic efficiency. So there's been no momentum. Again, I expect a 30 to a 50% rip, then a 100% rip, and again, 200,000, 400,000 a coin, because of the size of the problem being solved. The market cap is nowhere close. The only meaningful conversation is the timing of the cycles versus the addressable solution of the problem. So like, again, when I see people say it's going to be, Kevin O'Leary saying it's going to be $1 million in 2 years or 3 years, to me that could be possible, but the cycling would only stop at meaningful adoption of the market cap of cryptocurrency and meaningful maturity of the investors. The maturity of the investors is what causes these big spikes and these big overrun or high valuations. Again, you're not even sure how to consistently value companies. Certainly should be done on transactions. But no momentum yet. The size of the market is tremendous. The only thing that makes sense is the timing. I will be exiting mid-December to early January. And that's probably about it for now. Again, I'll cover it more when I do so. And again, show you what I reinvest in or what I do. Again, at this point, I am owed so much more money in so many other ways. I just don't care. And it's still extremely degrading. If people would imagine if people would have, in my community, or if I would have been able to have income, imagine how much more profit I would have had. Because again, this is like I said, the one trade that I'm 100% certain on. I don't make financial calls left and right. But again, no one respects me as a financial advisor. Literally, when I tell people to buy at 33,000 a coin and put a stop buy at 20,000, of course, no one fucking did that. So again, you know, no more money for Brad. Again, if people respected me as a financial advisor, you guys would have billions on billions on trillions of dollars, like already in your pockets. So shout out to all the people in my community scrounging up, looking for that next stock to move 12 to 30%. You stupid fucks. Enjoy missing the biggest trade ever. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching Financial Trading Basics Part 28, Realization.